4 instructions. That's my kind of instructions. And a picture. Love the pictures. I'm tired of filling the feeder up so often. It's like every couple of days where it used to be once a week. I've got a lot of big birds in there now. And so I'm going to put another feeder in there. It's 4. That timer was for the water. I'm going to move it over here. I'm going to give it just a second longer to fill up. And then I'm going to move it over here. Here comes Kitty. And I see Shade over there. I don't know if the camera's picking up Shade yet, but he's coming. Axel ran inside when I opened the door. Of course, Shing stays inside. And the kitten, I had to take him to the vet this morning. And I will tell you about that here in a little bit. They didn't quite put the water back where I had it, so it leans a little bit more, which is unfortunate, really. This one seems to be more level. Set a 7-minute timer.
7 minutes, counting down.
Hey, Shade. There it is. First one. I'm only going to do 3 because I want a backside where I can put up against the fence. Don't know if I get that in there good or not. Putting the rubber seal on the outside here because it fits. And there's the rings to screw this on with, and so that's how I'm going to assume that it does it. And I'm going to put it in from the inside because of the rubber seal. And perhaps I have it wrong, but I don't know. We'll find out. Back to my picture for reference. cut a hole, tighten the chicken feeder parts, assemble the feeder parts, and prepare the feed. It doesn't say, but on this picture, it looks like these little doodads are on the outside. So maybe we're doing it right. And then the last one. There are 4, but I'm only using 3 because, I'll put that back in my pocket. I want this back place to be where I can put it up against the fence. Good. These things right here, actually, if you want to close it up for what, I don't know what reason, but if you wanted to close this up for keep mice and stuff from getting into it, I guess, you have these. I'm just gonna put them up in case one day I decide to use them, but I don't need them. All right, I got the water turned off, and I actually went and watered Caleb back there and the chickens, but now I'm back up here getting this. This is what I wanted to show you guys, is this one, this part right here. I don't know if the camera's showing it, but there's like a gap. Let me see if I can zoom in. There's a gap there between this plastic and the bucket, and there's not one over here. There's a slight gap here now that I'm looking at this angle, but it just comes down on the, you know, the outside of this part, not this. And this is covering it, so I don't think there'll be a problem. I hope not. I don't know. If it is, I'll get a new bucket and try again. Like, I'll use these same ones, but I'll try again on a different bucket. This bucket's been sitting out here for a while. Also, the lid. Had to find the lid to this bucket, and it has been cracked right here. Just a little bit. It's been cracked, and right there, just a little bit on the lip. So, but I'll show you where I'm gonna put this bucket. It might not matter. I don't know that water would, not too much water would get in anyway, being on the lip right there, but it might not matter because of where I'm gonna put it. So let's go fill this up, because I think they're hungry. I know the cows are. I've got to feed the cows. So, got a bucket to feed the cows. Or actually, no, I got a full bucket of feed in there for the cows. This is to put chicken feed in to fill up the other feeder. I'm not going to bring the feeder back up here to the shop. I'm going to take a full bucket. I'm going to take 2 full buckets out and pour this into the other feeder. Yeah. Okay, so I just remembered when I went out this morning to feed, there was still some feed in that feeder. I don't know how much, but I could see through the little holes that there was feed in it. So I'm not going to fill this bucket completely up, but I'm going to fill it at least halfway. And we're going to take both of these buckets out there, but not before I feed the cows, because They already heard me fill this up. This is almost empty. I'm gonna have to fill it back up. But let's go ahead and take feed out to the cows real fast. Excuse me, guys. Move, Jeff. Move. Hey, Calf, no. Calf knocked you down and the gate came open. I think she was coming over to check out the gate and found the camera. Maybe I should just wait till I go to edit and find out what happened, because I didn't see it. Here's Jake, and he's a pretty good bull, but he doesn't want me messing with him right now, and that's okay. That is quite all right. We'll just leave him be. Is that your food? Y'all get out of here. Move. Lizard? No. No. Get. Did you see that? Did you see that? How about you? Hey, maybe we can see her horns coming in now. You gonna let me touch you? They're right there. She won't let me. I can see them though. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit more feed, throw out here for these roosters, and throw some on the ground. I want to go back in there and get the nesting box up and get the eggs, but did y'all see how aggressive that turkey was? Anyway, so I put the other one right here. They've already pooped on it. Labeled it theirs. And remember I talked about the lid having a little crack in it? If you bite my finger. Anyway, it is under this sheet metal. The other day, or a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, Greg and I came out and put one of these up. That's ghetto looking, and we weren't done. There's some more. We needed to put some more screws in, and we put some more boards across here to hammer into, or to nail into, screw into, and then we didn't finish. We didn't put the other one up. We didn't finish screwing this one down, but this one has been through a lot of wind, a lot of storms since then, and it is not going anywhere unless it's a tornado. But I plan on putting a second sheet up there. It has been used before. It does have holes where they have screwed in before to a building, to a roof or whatever. Get out of there. I'm gonna put this up, but I need to come back and show you something. Move it. these calves are not real scared of me. And so I kind of have to get on them to get them out of the way sometimes. And I'm afraid that they're going to kick me. I'm afraid it's going to startle them too much and they're going to kick me, which is always a possibility. With the cows too. But the calves are real curious, a lot more so than the cows. And they get up real close. So anyway, what I was going to show you is that tree back there. Not this one, but the one back in the back. Huh, that's weird. That's weird how you have to point. The one back there is where I have the trap for the coyotes. And not sure, maybe you'll be able to see it from here. Let me zoom in. I can't see it in the camera. Maybe I can crop it in a little bit more so that you can see it. I can see that the gate is up, the lid is up. The door is open. What have I been putting in it, you might ask? Anything I can find. Canned cat food, canned dog food, sandwich meat, you know, stuff like that. So I've seen a coyote twice come right up this way, come up to Tucker's fence over there, and get from here, where I am now, to this fence, except over there. And so that's where I put it. It's also easier for me to look and see if something's in it, even if it's not a coyote, possum, raccoon, fox, anything. I don't want anything to have a hard ending. You know, when you dispatch an animal, no matter what it is, if you have to dispatch it, you want it quick. You don't want it. You don't want them to suffer. So I don't want them to be out there without any food or water in the elements and stuff like that. So I put it there where I can see it. Here recently, the coyotes have been back in the back. They've also been behind my parents' place, and they've been way out over there. But it has gotten really loud the last couple nights. The first couple nights when I put that out, I didn't hear anything, didn't see anything. The dogs didn't bark much. I did. What is it, buddy? What is it, Tucker? What is it? Come here. Good boy. Good boy. I did hear them. It just wasn't very loud. And then the last few nights, it's been really loud. It sounds like they're just right here in these trees. And then, of course, if you watched the last video, you saw where Caleb jumped the fence over there and went out this way, running after a coyote, and pushed the coyote onto their property, through the fence. Once it got through the fence and up the hill, it stopped and looked back this way, and he came back this way, as long as it wasn't in our property. And I don't know how he determines where our property is, because here is where he is supposed to be fenced in. But I guess he hasn't tried the barbed wire fence. I think that's the end of the property. There's lines there he can't get out, or he doesn't think he can get out. If he can get out of this, I'm pretty sure he can jump those fence or crawl under those fence or something. But so far he hasn't gotten past those barbed wires. That's where we are on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a scoop of feed these guys again. That one's real friendly. Can I borrow this? Can I take this? Just excuse me, Jake. Excuse me, buddy. Come on, there you go. I'm gonna get a scoop of chicken feed. And put it over the fence. Just to feed, not the fence. Well, yeah, the fence. Put it over for these guys, but to put it also in the chicken run, just to make sure everybody gets a little bit to eat. They were eating this morning. I threw some over this morning. They had some in that bucket. This bucket. I forgot the bucket. So They had some food in the bucket. I threw some on the ground, but I still want to make sure they all get something to eat. Then I need to check the boy goat's water. I'm gonna need to clean it out. I already know that. What are you guys doing in here? Get. Y'all see Shade? Did y'all see Shade run from the birds? So the cats run from the roosters. And the exception to that is that kitten. I'm gonna tell you real quickly about that kitten. He had a problem with his eyes, one of his eyes. And you know how I just recently took Maggie and Axel to the vet for one of their eyes. Supposed to be separate cases. They were treated separately. I took him. He had something totally different. And treating him totally different. Treating him with a lot more stuff. But anyway, I had tried to get him to come outside rather than stay inside. He's been staying inside during the day and put out in the garage when I wasn't home. Didn't feel like watching him or at night. And I was working him out here, bringing him out here, putting him in that cage right there during the day, shutting him in with the others at night. Then 2 days ago, I started releasing him out here again, trying to, after getting him neutered, I had to keep him inside for a little bit. Just different things keep coming up to where I had to bring him inside and keep him inside. He hasn't been put out here. So 2 days ago, I started putting him out here, and yesterday is when I noticed his eye problem. Yesterday was Sunday, so I had to take him into the vet today. But I let him run out here. He was out here all day. I would go inside. I'd be inside a while, and then I'd come out and check on him, come find him. He's fine. When it was time to put everybody into the shop, I put him in here in the shop, not in his cage, but in here in the shop with everybody else, with Caleb, Shade, Axel, Kitty, with all of them. And then this morning I came out and opened the door, and everybody comes running out. He chases the roosters. The other cats will stay away from the roosters. I've seen the roosters attack the other cats. But he does not know about roosters. And they're not real sure about him, so they run from him. And it is so funny to watch this little bitty cat chase these big roosters that are bigger than him when the other larger cats run from the roosters. All right, coming in here to get some hay, Kitty. I gotta get the hay. Yeah, come on up here. Come on up here, Kitty. I gotta take this. I gotta take it. I gotta actually. I gotta actually get probably 2 hands because it's not. My hands aren't big enough. Okay, hang on. All right, got it. Took 2 hands, but I got it. We're gonna go feed the bucks and give them fresh water because I'm pretty sure they're gonna need that fresh water. Oh man, feels good today. I'm just wondering when winter's gonna get here. It is, I don't know, almost the middle of January. I don't know what day it is, but it's gotta be close to 60 degrees out here. Hey guys. How are you doing? The water's not too bad. But there's that. If you watched the last video, Sean came through for us on this. So there's 2 on here. Good boy, Sean. Alright, got the water cleaned out. I was going to take a look at them. It's only been a couple of days since we put that medicine on them. Like I said, today's Monday. It was Friday. I can't tell any difference, bud. But I can see that he's got hair loss. Hey, let me look. See all that hair loss up there? He's gonna keep his distance for a while. A long while, probably. All right, I'm gonna let him go. Let him get back to eating their hay. Oh, man. Now the girls. So if you're still watching the video at this point, means you're probably interested in it, getting something out of it. If you haven't subscribed, go down below and hit that subscribe button. It won't cost you a thing. Hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and hype the video. Let's go check on the girls. Hey, bud. All right, got the girls taken care of. Hey, Tucker, come here. Don't go peeing on their hay. It's not yours. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, I got them taken care of. I got their water done. I got them the smaller bowl that was in the shop and put it out here because that is rubber. And I put this other one right here for whenever winter decides to hit. So one other thing about the kitten that I hadn't told you yet. Chester, buddy. What is it? What is it, Maggie? You trying to take Maggie's stuff? Her attention? Hey, she's getting mad about that. She's getting mad about that. You're making her mad. She wants her attention. She's got to have her attention. Okay. So, one other thing about the kitten. I got distracted. I'm sorry about that. I'll try not to let it happen again. But when I took the kitten into the vet today, there is someone who is interested in him and taking him. They don't know yet for sure. She said, give her some time to think about it. I don't know what that means. I don't know how long, but I mean, you could tell she really wanted the kitten. And I guess she would be a vet tech. She's the one that came in and stuck the thermometer up his butt. So I'm gonna call her a vet tech. And I know her from just going there all the time, but Amy over at Living in Abundant Grace actually knows her from I don't even know where. But and says that she's a real good person, real good with animals, really loves animals, has to work at the vet office, I guess. I mean, I don't guess that's a requirement, but she seems to, and I'm really hoping that she takes him. She has his records there in front of her. I told her where he came from and how I came in possession of him, and so she is considering it. So let's pray about that. Hopefully he'll get a good home. Hey, buddy, are you gonna go get them? Who are you getting? Still gonna get them. I can hear Caleb barking. Tucker does that all night long. And it doesn't really bother me until he gets angry. And they bark most of the night too. I'll come out that back door, shine the flashlight all around. Right over there is where I've seen the coyote. And past the cows out there is where Caleb jumped this fence over here, ran back out that way, and ran that coyote out of our property. Good boy. I'm not sure what time it is right now, but the school bus just went by without kids. So it's the kids have already gone home. So it's time to get the cats, Caleb, in the shop here. Go ahead and feed them and give them their water and put them up for the night. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on the next video. Come on, Shade. Shade, kitty. Good girl, kitty. I'll be back. I'll be back with your friends. Stay there.